Ghana coconut is more authentic and organic than Nigerian coconut, says a Nigerian coconut merchant. This did not come from me. Many people are just discovering that Ghana coconut is totally different from Nigerian coconut and so many other foods that are made in Ghana. Let's listen to this Nigerian coconut seller and then we come back. But before we do that, I am Delicious Army. Here I talk Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the good stuff relating to them. Let's listen to her.
Ghana versus Nigerian coconut. Why do Nigerians prefer to use Ghana coconut for coconut oil processing? Now, I have worked with Ghana coconut. I also work with Nigeria coconut. I work more with Nigerian coconuts because Ghana coconuts are not available in my location here in Oyo. So I work more with Nigerian coconuts. Now, the Ghanaian guys, they allow their coconuts to mature, to dry out very well before harvesting and exporting it to Nigeria. But here in Nigeria, as long as there is flesh inside the coconut, we harvest it at any time. Now, you have more success when you make cold pressed coconut oil from dry, mature coconuts because the oil will separate readily from the milk when you ferment the milk. It is harder when you use nuts that are not so mature. The oil struggles to separate from the milk. So that's why many coconut oil processors in Nigeria prefer Ghana coconuts because it is easier for them to get cold pressed coconut oil from Ghana coconuts than from Nigerian coconuts. But for me, I use Nigerian coconuts because that's what is available in my location, and I have found a way around it. I found a way to get the oil to separate from the milk and give me cold pressed coconut oil.
You all heard from this Nigerian vendor that she prefers Ghana coconut to the Nigerian coconut because the Ghanaian people allow the coconut mature properly before harvesting it compared to our Nigerian own. You know, I did a video earlier telling you guys that even as a Nigerian who lives in Nigeria, I still buy Ghana coconut and they're always more expensive, but the taste is different. I always tell them, give me Ghana coconut because Ghana coconut taste, the texture, everything is different. But let us also listen to this white lady who is based in the UK, who is giving us the comparison between Ghana coconut and the UK coconut. Can you imagine Ghana coconut beating the UK coconut? Why not?
Coconuts. Ghana versus the UK. What's the difference? Coconuts grow in warm tropical regions where there is plenty of sun, heat and moisture. Here I am in Cape Coast. Just look at the beautiful coastline. Coconut palms love sandy soil and humid weather. They're also great at surviving salty air. This is why Cape Coast in Ghana is a perfect spot for them to grow. Wow, that is tall. On average, a coconut palm can produce around 75 coconuts per year, and they produce fruit all year round. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This green, large coconut that gives us the fresh, sweet coconut water is a young coconut. It has been growing for between 6 to 8 months before being picked. It still has its husk in place, a jelly-like meat that is fairly thin and soft, and plenty of delicious coconut water. Are you ready to see what a coconut in the UK looks like? Here we go. Yep, there it is. Brown. With this kind of fur on top. Coconuts obviously do not grow in the UK. We simply do not have the right climate for them. But the coconuts that we have imported into the UK are mature coconuts. They have taken 11 months to fully grow for us to enjoy. So it's the same coconut as the green coconut. It's just been left on the tree longer. Oh! Inside, the white flesh is harder and thicker. Hard, but super flavoursome. Love it. Green or brown, Ghana or the UK, there are many health benefits to coconut. Inside, the white flesh is harder and thicker. Hard, but super flavoursome. Love it. green.
Wow, guys, I can't say more again. You all watched it and heard from these people by yourself. See, there's one thing I've noticed about meals, or like call them food items that are gotten from Ghana. They are always more organic. I did a video about Kivo Gari in this channel. And I told you guys that I'm suspecting that product is a Ghanaian product. And many of you confirmed that it is a Ghanaian product. When you eat Kivo Gari, yes, Kivo Gari and the Nigerian Gari, you will see the difference. Even the Nigerian Ijebu Gari that we always hype, oh, Ijebu Gari is the best, oh, is this, is that. When you eat Ghanaian Kivo Gari and you eat that Ijebu Gari, you will see that that Ghanaian Kivo Gari, that Kivo Gari is different. I have noticed this with a whole lot of products that are brought into Nigeria from Ghana. Recently, a friend of mine brought these sweet potatoes from Ghana. And I noticed that the one she brought from Ghana spent over a week on my kitchen counter and didn't go bad. But the ones I buy in my Nigerian market, in less than 2 days, it has already rotten. And I was asking that what happened? And she told me that maybe it is the chemicals they add in the food processing, or the fertilizers they add to make the plants grow faster than they are supposed to. Which to me I feel is not supposed to be so. In this country we're always in a hurry to get things out, sell them and make money. And that's the same thing this our Nigerian coconut vendor complained about. That they do not allow the coconuts mature enough to be able to, sediment oil. And that's one thing I've noticed about Ghanaian products. They are always like properly processed, like there's an afterthought to eat. I have noticed this a whole long time. There's this burger, Ghanaian burger. They call it burger peanut. Despite the whole peanuts we have in Nigeria, and I'm not saying this to shit on anybody, but I'm just being sincere. This peanut is still the best. Although we hardly see it now in Nigeria, and the one we are seeing these days is just air that's in the pack. So I've even stopped buying it. But the quality of this peanut cannot be compared to any other peanut in Nigeria. If you eat peanut in Nigeria, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Like the crust is flavorful, it is soft, it is just different. I had to now look at the manufacturers and discover it was Ghana. I said, that explains it. That what explains it. So Ghanaian products just tend to be more, organic. And according to some comments I've seen in my comment section, they said that the government put an extra eye on the manufacturing industry, especially if you decide to do anything that have to do with food in Ghana. And the government puts extra thought that if they catch you, you will pay fine. And the government puts an extra thought into everything that Ghanaian eats. Like this, they monitor these agencies, they monitor these companies. They have government bodies that goes around to ensure that the quality of food these companies are producing are top notch, which to me I will give a huge thumbs up to the Ghanaian government and the Ghanaian people, because just see, same thing with this thing Ghana yam. There's this yam they call puna. They usually import that yam to Nigeria, but when you eat that yam, it's different. I don't know how to explain it so that you guys will understand what I'm saying. But it's very expensive. They call it Ghana yam. It's short, very short. But that yam, the time I tasted it in one of the Ghanaian festivals I attended during the Christmas period, I was blown away. There's this flavor of, as in, you just have to eat that yam to understand. People who import that yam to Nigeria sell it almost like gold, because number one, shipping it down to Nigeria is expensive, and the demand for it. So anything that comes from Ghana is always top notch. Even Nigerian Chef T also said it, that Ghanaian meals, Ghanaian food, they tend to have more originality, more authenticity than the ones we see in Nigeria. And I think part of the reasons why this happens is because our people are always in a hurry to harvest, sell, and make money. But guys, feel free to drop your own opinions in the comment section. I'm Delicious Army. Here I talk Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the good stuff relating to them. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye bye.